I'm here, one of the co-founders of Akana. Welcome this Monday morning. Well, in Chicago, it's a beautiful sunshiny day, so I am going to get out of the way, bring up our incredible, dynamic, magnificent, amazing CEO, visionary, our own Melissa Boston. Like I said, I hope you got pen and paper out so you can take copious notes. There's always something new happening in Akana. And as I met this young lady over almost 18 years ago, it will be on December 6, 2006. I remember that number because she made an impact on my life that day. Up until then, I had never known anybody that fired their boss making six figures, corner office, company car. But guess what? It wasn't serving her. And so she went into social selling full time to be able to have that time freedom while building an empire, but still dealing with the most important person in her life, her son. And that, ladies and gentlemen, I saw her where she became MVP of 3 companies and teams in over 46 countries. But here she is now, pivoted and back in 2017 to become a CEO of a cannabis company, something she had said no, taboo in the past. But one thing about Melissa, the most expensive thing people can have is a closed mind. You can count on it, believe it, and know that our visionary has an open mind, saw what the benefits of CBD were to people, how they were improving the quality of their lives, and then embarked on this journey here at Akana, now 4 years old. And guess what? I can say this and believe it, that the best is yet to come. Melissa, are you out there?
Phyllis, oh my goodness, I am out here. Oh wow, as I'm sitting here listening to you, I'm just, first of all, smiling ear to ear. It's always so humbling to join this call and to hear you give me such accolades and say such kind things about me, because when I really look at you, I mean, you're absolutely one of my heroes. Just think about what you've done to blaze a trail in this industry, all the lives you've helped, how you empower people every single day as our midwife, as our first diamond, our first double diamond, as our CSO, helping all of us give birth to unlimited possibilities. I can tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, when we think back when we first met, it was that epic meeting, right? Where I didn't know who Phyllis was. All I knew is she was absolutely someone I needed to know, because she just had that aura, that essence, where you knew she was someone powerful. And guess what? She would go on to break record after record, earning over 100 grand, okay, in less than 4 months, helping her team, someone on her team do it in 90 days. And I'm just so grateful for you, Phyllis, for all that you are and what you represent to each and every one of us. And I want to say to each and every person on the line, you know, it's always exciting. You wake up, you hear people dialing in from coast to coast. And I just want to tell you all, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you so much for waking up this morning to Akana. Hopefully you've had an amazing weekend. Akana means in the hands of God. Our mission, we believe health, wealth, freedom, and legacy are our birthright. By offering the most life-changing products and an innovative business, we empower people to elevate to their full potential. Our vision is to elevate the well-being of your body and soul. So let's just kind of recap. First of all that's happening. I mean, it's amazing. We were just all together on this call, last weekend. In fact, we're actually there in Atlanta, okay? And it's just crazy how time flies. So another week has passed and so many exciting things happening. We left the big parties in Atlanta where we had so much success to have them here in Chicago. But this time it was in a birthday fashion. So I want to give another shout out to all the Leos in the house. It's amazing how many Leos are here in Akana. Okay, you guys are leaders. You guys are powerful. You show up and you show out. And on Saturday, yes, the Leos came and they showed up and showed out. So big shout out to all the Leos that were celebrated, because Willie Mooney had a vision of having his 50th party, but instead of him just celebrating himself, he picked a handful of Leos that he wanted to celebrate. Phyllis Nash is absolutely one of those awesome and amazing Leos, and we had such a good time on Saturday. It was just so awesome, and it was really cool too, because one of the concepts that Gerald West came up with was this whole concept of really taking people on a flight, right? Really working with our frequent flyers. And it was really all about the products, right? It was about the Delta 8 as far as any type of beverage was concerned. And so they didn't serve any alcohol. It was really about taking people on different experiences, utilizing the CBD, the Delta 8. And I'm telling you, if you love Delta 8, if you love CBD, and if you're really trying to find a way to engage your family, to engage your friends, there's nothing better than showing how demonstrable those products are, how they really can actually help impact someone almost immediately, right? Especially with that water soluble. And so that's just a phenomenal and fun way, to celebrate our products while we're celebrating people. But the party continued. Then there was a surprise celebration that Ann Mooney put on for Mr. Mooney on Sunday, and it just kept going, guys. And it was really so special because what you really realize at the end of the day, there's nothing, okay, like that core group, like your family, your friends, the people that have your back. And it was just exciting, witnessing their son, Zion, and the growth we're seeing in him. I mean, just these young millennials. We had the millennials were there, 23, the kids were there. I mean, it was just family. I mean, and then the camaraderie, and then his mom, okay, the matriarch of the family, Miss Mooney. And that was awesome just to hear the family stories. And so again, it was great just having a chance to be there with the team because at the end of the day, guys, yes, we're building a business together, but what you're going to find out in this industry, the most important part of this business is people, right? It's people. We're in the people business. And you're going to find that when you really build in this industry, some of the best relationships you're going to ever have in the world are going to come through this industry, okay? And that's the exciting part about it. It's like minds getting together and really celebrating family, celebrating friendship, celebrating life together. And so, yes, just an awesome and amazing weekend. Also, too, not to forget certification. So hopefully you were all there to witness Akana certification, which happened on Sunday. So thank you to all of our phenomenal leaders who were holding it down. Kathy Weathersby, I know you had your hands full, and Dr. Betty Smith really keeping it together on Sunday, and all those who participated, right? It's always great. You get started in a business like this, but then you have a chance to learn and you have a chance to grow and really understand what this industry is about. Speaking of certification, this weekend, stay tuned. You're going to get an email for those of you who might have just joined and perhaps you're already at that coaching level. We are hosting another Flat Belly Lifestyle certification. Yes, we are kicking it off, and it's going to absolutely be a game changer because we have a lot of new additions to the Flat Belly Lifestyle certification. So yes, even if you've already attended, you're going to want to be present. So stay tuned. You're going to see an email link with the times and all the details. I'm telling you what, this team is staying busy. We've also witnessed so many events happening, not just here in Chicago, but across the country. So I'm going to give a shout out to all of you out there making it happen. In fact, it's always great when we look at social media, we see parties happening. I know Terry Anderson and team, they were hosting a party outdoors somewhere here in Chicago. We saw the pictures. I thought that was phenomenal. I know Gigi Harris hosted a party actually at her home on Saturday and had an awesome time with that. So I know you're going to hear more about what's happening with that. And that's really what it's about. I know Phyllis stepped in and said, hey, let's get these parties going, guys, and hosted some awesome parties over the weekend. And here's the reality. Not always, your party's going to have 15 to 20 people. Sometimes you're going to be there and maybe no one shows up. It doesn't matter, guys. What matters is that you start that activity, because as you show up, what you're going to find is your family and friends will start showing up for you, especially the more you do it. When they see that consistency, and then you start also explaining the experience, right? This is not a party, okay? This is an elevated experience. It's really about them, okay? It's about really pampering and catering to them. Hey, have a little champagne, okay? Whatever it takes, but you want to attract people there, and you're going to find that you're going to absolutely have success with this party program. Speaking of the party program, guys, we have a new addition we've added for this week. We're doing it this Tuesday, but hey, it might become a staple. We'll see. But we are hosting Fit Tuesday. Yes, this is going to be amazing. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. If you've been on the cliff and now you're looking for that next level, you want to build muscle. Maybe you've received a flatter belly, but you want to get more definition, okay? Maybe you're not looking for a six pack, but maybe just a two pack, okay? Just something to really define, those abs. Well, let me tell you something. The ladies we have lined up for tomorrow are going to help take you and your business to the next level. One of them is our very own Ernestine Davis. I mean, listen, she is plus 60, and look at how she's managed to take fitness and make it a part of life. Not only is she a personal trainer, a fitness expert, but she really has mastered the art of toning the body like no other, okay? And so she's got some amazing tips that you're going to learn tomorrow. You're going to want to get your guests there. You're going to want to get people that have been on the cleanse with you. You're going to want to get people that are about to go on the cleanse, and they want to learn exactly what they need to do. Because a part of Fit Tuesday, we are making Flat Belly Lifestyle the product. We're going to make that the focus tomorrow. So basically, everyone's going to experience what it's like to be on the cleanse. We're going to have a little bit of the mucus buster, okay? We're going to have that purifier tea. So it's almost going to be like a little tea party too, okay? We're going to even have some samples of the coffee. We're going to have the actual protein smoothie and superfoods, because even beyond the cleanse, we're going to show them some lifestyle techniques. So yeah, while you might not use the coffee on the cleanse, but when you're off the cleanse, you actually have to now establish your protocols, your lifestyle. So it's important for people to understand, what is it like to be a part of this flat belly lifestyle? And what's super exciting is, do you know that when people now are going off the cleanse, in the past, it's kind of been like, you do the cleanse for 21 days, and some people make good habits, and some people kind of get off track, right? Because they've not really had a consistent product to put and incorporate inside of a protocol post-cleanse. Yeah, there's the post-regimen, but again, for many people, that just seems like a part of the cleanse, and so they're kind of like, okay, I'm done with the cleanse. I want to be over the cleanse, right? And so the good news is, with this protein smoothie, people are developing habits. We're witnessing people lose an extraordinary amount of weight. In fact, I know you've probably heard some of these testimonials, like Arla, Arla, who came out I know it's more than 3 weeks ago, because she's already been on the 21-day cleanse, but she's lost 31 pounds. In fact, I did not even recognize her when I saw her back at the dispensary. I literally did not know that was her. And that's the power of this cleanse. In fact, Scott Reese, who you've heard from him on this call, you're going to hear from him more. He'll be joining us back on the Monday calls periodically. But do you know that he lost over 40 pounds in 21 days? And these are people on the brand new regimen. But what's exciting about the new regimen is, when they get off of it, they continue with their smoothies, right? They want to continue that aronia berry, even though it's optional. Many of them who've tried it, they stay on the protein smoothie, they stay on the aronia berry. And so imagine on Tuesday having a chance to really experience what this new cleanse looks like, right? What the impact has been, what the result has been. And now for those who really are looking for specific targets, right? Maybe they want to tone their legs. Maybe they want to tone their arms, okay? Whatever they're looking for, this team of experts, they're going to take them through an experience so they can see very clearly how they can achieve it. And so in addition to Ernestine Davis, we have Merlin Mantilla, okay? Now, if you've not heard Merlin Mantilla, she's actually the former Miss Florida, okay? She's Miss Florida. She's actually Miss Fitness USA. So you might have seen that flyer we've already posted in our group page, with her on Bazaar Magazine, wearing her crown, holding the magazine, and then one of them with her in a competition, right? In a fitness competition. Now, she is plus 40, okay? Plus 40, but has really managed to take that tone to that next level, create those defined abs. And one of the techniques she uses requires 0 sit-ups. Can you imagine getting toned abs with 0 sit-ups? Are you curious to learn how you can achieve that? Well, here's what she's telling us. She's telling us that she's now incorporating this whole new flat belly cleanse that she's learned about, right, into her regimen. So, because she's got a lot of clients, And she says, in order for her to really help them, she says she understands they need to cleanse. And so when you know that there are fitness trainers and experts out there, this is a great way for you to partner with them, because there's no better way for someone to get on a fitness journey than to detox their body. And so all of this we're going to discuss tomorrow at Fit Tuesday. It's going to happen at 4:11 East 35th. That is our corporate headquarters. But here's the power. No matter where you're at, you can be in Dallas, Houston, Boston, all over the country, and you can have your own Fit Tuesday, okay? And so we're just bringing a concept that we believe you guys can do wherever you're at. And then, of course, we're going to have our Wine Down Wednesday. It was really exciting because this past Wednesday, we actually had more men than women. I was so blown away with that. And what I realized, men need self-care too, okay? They need someone helping to cater to them as well. Some of the leaders that came out, we told them, listen, this is all about you guys. And so we allowed the distributors, everybody just to participate in what it means to self-care, right? To invest in self-care, to relax, to let other people wait on you. And so we had such an amazing time together. In fact, our amazing fitness expert, Merlin, she came to that Wednesday event. That impressed her so much. She realized, wow, I could do this. And from that event, we end up launching Fit Tuesday. So you want to keep inviting people to all of these various events. If you're not in Chicago, guess what? Start hosting your own Wine Down events. I know Kathy Weathersby is looking at doing her own Wine Down events. And so you want to also look at these events and start to duplicate them all across the country, guys. Also, too, one of the things we want to do is we're going to start hosting some monthly events really designed to celebrate you as distributors. You know, we do a lot of events that's about, you know, the business, right? We're showing this new elevation experience. But wouldn't it be exciting, you know, when you hit a milestone, perhaps you're a part of the group that hosts parties, and we just have an event to celebrate those of you who are hosting parties. I mean, think about that. And so there's going to be a lot you're going to see from our founding members. There's going to actually be a Founders Day that we're creating. So anyone who's a founding member, just know you're going to be plugged in a way you've never seen before, okay? We're giving you VIP all access, okay? So just a lot of great things happening. We are gearing up for November. We have some epic ideas in play to make sure you have a November to remember, a record-breaking week, a record-breaking month, and it's going to be super, super exciting. But to get there, guess what happens? It starts with activity. And it's always great, you know, when you hear Phyllis and what she's doing to really drive the momentum, to drive the parties, to get the team engaged. And I know this weekend, Tracy Bolton, she's actually hosting a party at the office on Saturday. So you can host these parties at your home. You can host them wherever. But she's hosting one at the headquarters this Saturday. So check in with Tracy. She can get you the details. I'm actually headed to Indianapolis this weekend. You know, my husband's high school classmates, the St. Gregory's there in Nigeria, they meet, you know, every few years. And so we're meeting this weekend in Indianapolis. There's going to be hundreds of them together, and I'm going to share about the lifestyle, the flat belly lifestyle, but really more about how we can help prevent a lot of the chronic disease through the lifestyle we've created here at Akana. So you want to make sure you have your own activities happening. I know Sylvia Covington, Phyllis Nash, they're also headed to Indianapolis, but guess what? They're going there to do home events with Marcella Rochelle. And so that's the key, guys. You want to not just build in your market, but you want to pick other cities. You want to pick the surrounding areas that you can drive to, because that's duplicatable. When you can look at the neighboring states and perhaps host events for people in those states, that's going to really help to build the exponential component of your business. And so what also too today I'm going to do, speaking of exponential, we have some packs that are dropping today. They might not be there when you look just at this moment, but they are dropping, guys. They're getting loaded as we speak. But before I talk about these packs, I know we've had a great weekend, but guess what, guys? In a couple weeks, we're going to be headed to Virginia. We're going to be headed to boot camp. And so we do have, I think, at least one or two of our leaders who are on to talk about that. And the first one I'm going to bring up to really talk well, really about whatever you want to talk about, Stuckey, okay? But Steve Stuckey is someone who really needs no introduction. When you think about this industry, there's very few people that have ever earned over $100,000 in a month, okay? I want you to hear me again. Over $100,000 in a month, okay? But here's what's exciting. You know, when you think about duplication, when you think about, wow, how do I do this? You know, what can I do to win in this industry? This is someone who will tell you he spent his first 7+ years failing, okay? Literally investing thousands of dollars and getting hardly any return. But guess what? That investment he made, it is giving him a return because that was his foundation. See, without the test, you have no testimonial. And so many times when we're in an industry like this, we think we're wasting time because we haven't made the sales we want, we haven't built the team we want. But guess what? Every time you show up on a call like this, every time you go to a conference, to a boot camp, every time you get on the training calls, the certification, every time you read the recommended reads like your first year in network marketing, you are investing in yourself. You're planting a seed in yourself. And don't you believe that you are fertile ground? Yes, you are fertile ground, guys. And so what does that mean? That means it might not be the harvest right now that you're expecting, but as you keep investing in you, as you keep showing up, as you keep showing out, guess what's going to happen? Eventually, it's going to happen for you. When you look at every leader who's had great success, it came with great trial in the beginning. It came with a lot of failure, a lot of rejection, okay, a lot of things that didn't happen, a lot of events you have where no one shows up, right, but you and maybe your presenter or your coach. But guess what? That's okay. So we've all been there. We've all done that. But guess what we all have in common, those who hit those 6-figure months, right? We never gave up. In our mind, sometimes we wanted to quit, but guess what happened? Because we were working on our mindset, the 8 inches between those ears, we didn't quit, right? We got up the next day and tried again, guys. And eventually, guess what happens? It happens for you, and it happened for him. And we're so proud of him because here in Akana, not only did he earn a cruise, right, but also, too, he's already hit a very significant rank, which means he is now a part of this Crown Jewel Club because he's hit the Sapphire rank. But here's what's exciting. He's currently laying the foundation to go diamond, to go 5-star diamond. I'm on the phone this week with someone who is a major hitter, major player in the industry, not going to say his name, but he wants to speak to me. Why does he want to speak to me? Because of this guy I'm about to introduce, okay? Because he's relentless. He talks to everybody. And who knows where that conversation will go? All I know is there's someone who makes over $1 million a month who wants to speak to me because this guy understands the power of edification, the power of planting a seed, the power of never giving up, the power of just letting everyone know, guess what? We all have blood, okay? And we need to know our blood type. And his passion and his enthusiasm has brought us people like Merlin Mansilla. This Miss Florida was one of his Uber passengers. And now guess what? She is in our business. She is buying products. She's now hosting events because he had the courage to open up his mouth and share, do you have blood? Yes, you do. Do you know your blood type, right? That's the power of what he's doing. And so Steve Stuckey, okay, I know you have a message on your heart that you want to share with everyone this Monday. So make sure you've hit that star twice so that you're unmuted and we can hear you. And so without any further ado, Steve Stuckey, I am going to turn it over to you.
Hey, Melissa, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you so much, and that was an amazing introduction. I really appreciate everything, and I was, networking was really difficult in the beginning of my networking career. I was always going after people way below my level, and because they were the easiest to talk to, but they'd all make fun of me and tell me I'm in a pyramid scheme. And it was hard though. Networking was hard. And I like to say this, once you get through the hard, network marketing is easy. It's just about sharing your story, not trying to sell nobody, to share your story. When I picked up Marilyn Mantilla in Arlington Heights on July 2nd and took her downtown Chicago, that's when the NASCAR thing was going on down there. We just had a great story. And I just shared her story while I was in Chicago, what happened, my brother passing away and back in March, and I came up here from Florida, and I just kept just sharing my story, and it was like this, and she was like, "Oh, I'm so interested." I'm like, she's like, she was totally interested in about, the flat belly lifestyle. She's so interested in learning about, the blood. She was so interested in learning about, and I just shared my story with her because, see, strangers, I got to share a little bit more than someone I've known every single day that I've known for 20 years. I've got to share a little bit more because I don't know if I'll ever get a chance to see them again. So I basically just shared my story, and it's all about sharing your story. Just share your story and ask people to do you a favor and share information with them and get them on a call and edify the person you get them on a call with. And then when you get them on a call, just be quiet. Last week we had some powerful Zooms with a Spanish couple in Florida, a massive couple. And then Marilyn Mantilla came out last week, and that's the second time she went out there. The first time I think she met us out there. She got an Uber ride. She met us at the dispensary. And you know what? It's just not doing a lot, just doing a little. Share your story, because once you get through the hard and share it with the best people you can find, your level and above. Once you get through the hard, networking is easy. A lot of people join network marketing, and it's like network marketing. They're not doing anything. They're just doing nothing, and maybe they're taking the products, which is fantastic. Just continue to take them, but share your story with people, and stories sell. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And if you love people and care about people, you're gonna have an army of people to join you. People join people who they know, like, and they trust, and people will join you. So share your story and get people to check out information and just get them on a call, get them on a Zoom. And it can be with anybody on your team, anybody on your success line. It doesn't have to be necessarily your upline. Your upline could be slammed and busy. Get them someone on your success line. Say, "Hey, John, can you please help me with this call? Help me with this call." And that's all you got to do. And then edify John. And then you be quiet. And John's just talking about the product. He's talking about the company. And people will believe the third party person over you. Because they've known you for 20 years. They're like, "How do you know that?" I've known you for 20 years. You can't tell me, and people can't duplicate the expert, guys. They can't. So, they can duplicate sharing a story. They can duplicate, "Can you do me a favor?" They can duplicate that. But if you're sharing the whole kind of story, which, like I said, in Uber ride, I do share a little bit more, but not everything. I do edify Melissa like crazy. There's one time Melissa was on the phone still, and I didn't realize she was on the phone. And this guy got in my car, and I was talking all about Melissa. And I was saying, she's like the sister I've never had. She's amazing. I've talked to her almost every day. And this guy was like, "Man, I want to meet Melissa," And so you just try to, don't share everything, but have a passion, have that excitement about it too, and that's what I continue to do. And I'm excited about boot camp, and it's going to be a great time. I'm excited to speak at boot camp, and you guys are going to get a lot more information from me when I speak out there in Virginia. And Melissa, I'm so excited. I just woke up here at Mooney's house, and it was a great time, a great weekend. I really enjoyed everything, and I'm so grateful for this. I really appreciate everything. And back to you, Melissa.
Wow, Steve, that was amazing. You know what you shared from your heart. That was powerful. I know the crowd felt your energy of what you're doing and the passion. And the key is edification, guys. You don't edify people for the person who you're speaking about's ego. It's for your bank account, okay? And then the cool thing about it is that person, when they get on the call, they're going to edify you because you got to throw that edification back. So those techniques and so many more you're going to learn as we lead up to our boot camp. So can't wait to see you, Steve, at the boot camp and everyone who's joining us. So now let's talk about some of the specials that are actually launching. Now, if you don't see them in this moment, guys, just know the team is getting them programmed. There's a few things they had to clean up, but there's three different specials going down today. Okay, so let's talk about those, right? One of them is our flat belly gummy pack. Okay, normally when you buy our flat belly gummies, guys, you would spend just for one pack, and that's when it's on sale, about $49, guys. That's on sale. So per pack, $49. So these are what, $50 times 4. You would normally spend about $200 for 4 packs of those flat belly gummies. But what we're doing, because we wanted to do something to really help launch this party plan, and that's a great product to promote at a party because people tend to feel that. I know so many leaders tell me they take those gummies and the energy they get, like if nothing else, they're like, oh my God, the energy, my metabolism, it's curbing my appetite. So if you've never had a chance to experience those, this is going to be a great product for you to experience. And so there's 3 ways you can experience our flat belly gummies. One, you can buy, not our buy 3, get 1 free, but it's going to be bigger than that because technically we're going to give you 4 of those, which is a $200 value. You're going to get that for $99. That will be today only. Tomorrow it will still be there, but we will raise that price. That is truly a one-day special, guys. So if you want the flat belly gummy pack, okay, for $99, go to the website. You'll be able to find that right under our deal of the day promo packs when you look under the shop menu. And again, it may not be there in this moment, but check back within 30 minutes because I know the team is loading all of these as we speak, okay? So that's one of them, right? The other one is if you spend today at least $100, guess what you're going to get? You're going to get a free bottle of those flat belly gummies. So that's another way you can experience those flat belly gummies. And the final way you can experience them is we have a combo pack. Now, for those of you who love our coffee, just know our coffee will be going away until November. We'll bring it back in November. So if you are one of those people who can't live without the flat belly coffee, then you're going to want to do the flat belly combo today. That's the third option to get some flat belly gummies. And that's going to give you 2 coffees, 2 gummies for $99. That is crazy, but that only will happen today, guys. And so those are your deals of the day that you want to go take advantage of while they're there. Also, too, guess what? Our hair certification is ready. The class will launch September the 1st, okay? Now, here's the deal. We're not going to give the full details on this call because some of you have cared enough to be in this class that you reached out to put your name on the waiting list, okay? And so if your name is on the waiting list, you're going to get a special link that's going to allow you to go ahead and purchase the complete course. And that course will also include your scope, okay? You're going to get the class, the certification, the training, and the scope. In fact, it will include some of our hemp-powered hair, okay? So a great way to kick off your business, especially if you are in the hair care industry. You're going to want to make sure that you are plugged into the class. Doris Mosley, our trichologist, she leads the charge when it comes to selling hemp-powered hair and the hair care products. And the reason why she's so successful is not just all that phenomenal knowledge she's learned as a trichologist. It's because she is doing these scopes on people's scalp. She is showing them the inflammation. She's showing them the damage. And even if you don't currently know you have hair loss, most people have already had a significant amount of hair loss and they don't even know they've had it yet, which is why one day you wake up, even as a woman, and your hair looks thinner, you're like, what is happening? Because the damage has already started happening decades before. And so you're going to help people get ahead, okay, of this epidemic of hair loss. And you can be a part of the solution, and this is exciting. So if you've already sent in your email saying, I want to be in that class, well, guess what? You are on that list. You are confirmed, and you will get your special invite. So with that being said, we want to now rebound with Akana and Dr. Roz. That's happening as we speak. We want to save our strands at 2:30 p.m. Central with our trichologist, Doris Mosley. We want to Zoom in with Akana, and that's our company Zoom that happens 7:30 p.m. Central every Monday. We want to join the Diamond Factory with our phenomenal CSO, Phyllis Nash, and we want each and every one of you to have an Akana day. And so with that being said, we're going to see you at the top, the very top, the tip top.